Let me talk to you.
Welcome to episode 9 of the KDFL podcast Off the Cuff edition. This is Jerm, that's Mike, and Mike is currently under arrest because he just got robbed. Or actually, you'd be the one. Should be the other way around. But anyways, you did get robbed by Devontae Adams and some fantasy football madness. I'm sorry, buddy, but I got to take you in. I got to bring you in. Can't rely on Jimmy G. Can't rely on Jimmy G to throw passes. Okay. Sorry, my hat. I'm sorry. My costume is. It is what it is. You're gonna have to get used to it. I've lost my beard. This is my chin, KDFL world. This is my chin. And you can put your hands down. I would just like to know what you thought of tonight's Monday Night Football game.
I was just making sure I could put my hands down.
You can put your hands down.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
This hat, the whole thing.
This is the. I told you before we went on the air. This is the most angry and fired up I could be on this show.
Yep. You just keep talking. I'm keep adjusting.
I can't stand Jimmy Garoppolo. When you're down, I'll talk fantasy. When you're down 8 points coming in tonight with Devontae and a good fantasy linebacker against a safety, you're thinking, okay, I should win.
Mm-hmm.
And Devontae gets 2 points, and just pour all the salt in the world on the wound. Like at the end of the game, Devontae's got 2 deep shots wide open, and Jimmy isn't even close. Dude couldn't hit water if he fell out of the boat. So pissed off. I got more Jimmy stuff coming later.
The only thing worse than Jimmy G is this hat. Fresh out of the costume box at Spirit.
I think it looks good.
No, it looks like a grandma hat. It keeps mushing down. It'll look like the lady from Home Alone 2 with all the pigeons.
That's not true. I was thinking, what's that place you like with the stuff all over the walls?
Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Funny, right meow. Right meow, we're going to talk about, it's funny that I'm wearing this because I actually got pulled over tonight.
Did you?
I got pulled over. I was pulled, and I wasn't speeding. I just got on 119 coming home, and I was going like 30 miles an hour, and a cop pulled up behind me. And it was a lady, and she said that my registration was expired. And I was like, no, it's not. I just never put the sticker on. So my registration was dead since January, but I had the sticker. It was registration was fine. It was just yeah. Anyways, I should have been in this outfit when she pulled me over.
God,
that would have been amazing.
Is it a sheriff or?
No, it was Charleston. Charleston.
Oh. So if it's a sheriff lady, then she probably would have cuffed you.
Freaked me out because I had the window down, and I pulled off really far on the side of the road, and I had the window down for my side. I had both windows down, and then she approached on the other side, and I was like, "Whoa!" Kind of startled me there. I mean, that's not the way I do it. That's not the way I handle my business. Whenever I pull somebody.
No. Say Car Ramrod.
Anyways, I did shave because I wore this stupid ass costume Saturday night for a little Halloween party. I had the actual mustache Saturday night. I did trim it up. So I look like a fool for these next few weeks, but it is what it is. Had to dress the part.
When is the last time that you fully shaved?
This is the closest. This is the most I've shaved. Probably 8 years, 7 or 8 years.
Been 8 years?
The last time I clean shaved, like with a razor, and actually clean shaved my whole face was when I got hired at Frontier, and that was 10.5 years ago. Yep. Or when I got hired at the department, of course. You got to shave. They make you shave when you get hired in, so.
Obviously.
This hat looks so. Every time I look.
Okay,
like,
at that angle, when you're turned that way, it looks like old lady sunflower.
That's what I tell you. It looks so bad. I'm going to switch hats.
Maybe I think it's the top. The
it is.
Kind of, yeah.
It needs to be like. It needs to.
There's no sturdiness to it at all.
Right. Just,
there's no rigidness.
It's just terrible. And then I wore it all night Saturday night, so it's like even.
You're wearing that hat. You're putting bars of soap in people's coffee. Thinking it's a good prank. All right.
Anyways, that football game tonight was terrible. Is Jimmy Garoppolo? Oh my god, can't look at myself. Is Jimmy Garoppolo the worst quarterback in the National Football League? He might be. Before you answer, I think he is.
I mean, as of right now, maybe a little recency bias. I think he should be like in the XFL.
Those
And maybe that's
throws,
too good. Maybe that's too good for him.
those 2 throws he missed Devontae were touchdowns. I mean,
know.
if not touchdowns, they're 50, 60 yard. I'm sorry. Sorry, but it was just freaking
I
terrible.
know. It's fine. It's fine. It's the truth.
They're
I
terrible.
I'll tell you what, man. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about this earlier today. Like,
I'm glad.
it's fine. I'll talk. Whenever.
All right, we're back. Had a quick emergency there. A little old lady down the street needed some help. Had to run outside and help her out, make sure there was nobody knocking on her door. It was just Coyote. Back at it. I'm switching my hat though, and because I look stupid. And we're talking about Devontae Adams, Jimmy Garoppolo still.
Before I say that, I just want to say that's what heroes do.
So here, hey, look, I am in the presence of a hero. Okay, we are representing Fire and the PD. We are normal rivalries. Firefighters, homeless.
That's
Bart. Great moment in our seeing movies together. Was
as soon as you said it,
I know.
I was like, oh, here it comes.
The Departed, classic. Anyways, I don't know where we were at with the talk of the Lions-Raiders game, but I know we were talking about Jimmy Garoppolo being one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and I don't know how much of that they caught.
I was talking about just how bad the quarterback plays in the league right now, and the offenses and the coaching. It's just average, or it's poor in a lot of places. And I don't think it's necessarily, not to steal from another movie, I don't think it's necessarily just because the defense is so spectacular.
No.
And I don't know what's going on, but it's just bad.
Yeah, it's a very strange time in the NFL. But yeah, just to move on from this game, this was the Jahmyr Gibbs show.
Yeah,
he had his coming out party, and so that's good for them. The Raiders are just god awful. They won't win. They'll probably win 2 more games. Ran for 222 yards. Good game for all the young guys except for Jack Campbell that almost murdered Jimmy Garoppolo's career, which might not be a bad thing, but
yeah, he tried to kill him. The Raiders can't score. The Raiders haven't scored more than 21 points.
Well, I mean, they only scored 7 in this one. The defense got the other one.
The defense got the other one. Yeah, Gibbs a 152. Here's a question. I've always been a big Gibbs guy. Is it bad though that you couldn't figure this out with him, like before Montgomery got hurt with his 2 yards a carry, as you say, or something like that?
Yeah, Mr. 2.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes these rookie running backs takes them a bit because they got a protection and all that. So maybe it was just him adjusting. But I mean, if he just proved today he can handle 26 carries, and so he handled 31 touches today for 190 yards, 180 yards.
And we saw the comparisons like during the game. We were talking about like Chris Johnson was mentioned.
He looks like him.
LT was mentioned. I called him like earlier in the season, like maybe week 1, like a souped up Eckler, like something he could be. Mm-hmm. He has that ability. Just though Ben Johnson gets to use him, they were upsetting me early. Like they were trying to tank his stock on purpose. Ben Johnson.
I could see that happening. It's a way to keep him around.
Exactly. They course corrected a little bit. He got out of that bubble, and they put some points on the board. But Lions get the win on Monday night. Now they have the second best record in the NFC as they go into the bye.
Yep.
6-2.
Yep.
All right. This always feels so long ago. Thursday Night Football.
I know the Thursday night game is so hard to recap because I watched. Actually, this game I didn't watch a ton of, but most of Thursday night games I watch like every second of, and then by the time we roll around and do this, it's like I'm going through a brand new game that I haven't watched.
Yeah, Bucks and Bills. This was one of those games where like Josh Allen and the offense looked good, but then you look at the score and it's like, why is it a 6-point game?
Yeah,
why is it a 7-point game? You know, like what's going on? It's like the Bucks just hung around, and they really honestly should have completed that Hail Mary.
Yeah. If Godwin got around like a split second.
I don't remember ever seeing a Hail Mary that just dropped right in the middle of the end zone like that with people around.
Yeah, it was perfect. Good ball.
Perfect throw.
Aaron Rodgers would have won in the Hall of Fame for that throw.
No kidding. But Bills get the win and needed to win. They still just don't look crisp,
Nope.
at times. But like we've talked about before, on Thursday night, just win. Get the dub.
Just win.
Just get the dub. Rams at Cowboys. America's team whooping some serious ass. 43-20. Dak over 300 yards. CeeDee Lamb 158. Put a little hurting on Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford was banged up by the end, but he looked terrible throughout.
Didn't look good. The Cowboys feel like they do this every year. They're like they'll ho hum, then they'll just beat the hell out of some team. There's Devontae talking there. I got it on mute though. I'm not listening to that. One thing the Cowboys can't figure out is the run game.
Yeah, that surprises me. I thought that'd be the thing this year.
I read today Tony Pollard leads the league in I think it was 121 consecutive touches without a touchdown.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, they don't use him, I don't feel, enough in the pass game, which is some of his most explosive plays last year.
Yeah, he just needs to get the ball. Like,
yeah.
he had 13 touches that game. I know they were killing him, but
still. A lot of it was drop back, Dak in the pocket, thrown to CeeDee Lamb. They couldn't do anything with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee was a beast.
But Cowboys get the win and go into a big game with Philly next week.
Yep, very big game.
Vikings at Packers. Vikings get the win 24-10, but lose Cousins for the year with an Achilles injury.
Terrible. Vikings were on the rise, too.
Yeah, we like Kirk on this show.
We are a pro-Kirk show.
Pro-Kirk. I think he's played well this year. I think he's been tough this year and in some spots. And Jordan Love is on the opposite side. He's terrible.
Yep, he's a backup quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback.
Nope. But Vikings take care of business in the Lambeau.
And again, they threw the ball 41 times, and Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon had 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a theme of these coaches.
Every time.
I don't understand it. There's another game we're going to talk about here in a bit where they want to air it out 30 to 40 times, and they have quality running backs with a good offensive line sitting there.
And a crappy quarterback.
Yeah. Falcons at Titans. Will Levis.
How about it?
How about it? I was not a Will Levis. I mean, who knows? But I was not a Will Levis guy.
He dropped some bombs. Like, literally, those balls went super high and landed in the perfect spot. Like, 3 or 4 of them.
That one he threw off I think he went right, threw off his back foot, back left.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's going to be like this every day, obviously. But, I mean, that's a hell of a debut, especially in those uniforms. They look so good. I hate that the Titans are wearing them, but they look so good.
Yeah, yesterday was like a little uniform day. You had that one, you had the Seahawks, which I don't know what they did, man. That Seahawks uniform is 100 times sweeter than was back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So good. But here's a question. So did Ritter, was he really concussed? Or
well, he took him to the tent, but then he got cleared, and they kept rolling with Heineke. I think Arthur was looking for any excuse he could possibly have, and he got it. And now, I don't know. I'm worried that they're still going to go back to Ritter, but Taylor Heineke's he might not be a franchise quarterback, but he's this team is a contender, especially in that division. I would much rather they go with Heineke. They have a much better chance with Heineke this season to win the division and maybe even host a playoff game and win a playoff game. Who knows? And they're not going to do that with Ritter.
No.
He's got fumbleitis. Got sacked 5 times.
Turnovers, man. I got to tell you, too, I am souring on Arthur Smith. I just am.
Buddy, I told you it's a roller coaster. I don't know who they play next week, but it's a win. We called this one. Or I called it. I don't know. Did we both call it?
Yeah, I picked Titans. I remember.
Roller coaster.
It's not even, some of it's the coaching because the Bijan thing is obvious. And, not getting the ball all the time, like London and Pitts. And it's been a little bit better in the last few weeks. Man, his press conferences just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody asked him, like, hey, man, why aren't you using Bijan? Or how come they get in the red zone of the goal line? You don't really give it to Bijan. He brings up, like, fantasy football and, like, goofy shit. Like he's the smartest dude in the room.
Yeah, it is weird.
That stuff aggravates me.
I don't know why he should get 20 touches every game at minimum.
I mean, that tonight was the model that you could look at.
Yeah, that was the Gibbs breakout, and so we're waiting on that. Like Bijan has like 4 or 5 nasty highlights, but that's it. He's yet to have like a great game.
Nothing steady. But Titans get the win. Saints at Colts. I didn't watch hardly any of this game. I saw some highlights, just Carr throwing bombs.
He does that occasionally.
He does that from time to time. I thought the Colts have a little more success on defense, but I mean, Saints put up 38.
Letting the Saints offense drop 38 is not good.
Nah. Shaheed getting 153 in the air. I mean, they just kind of did what they wanted on offense. Kamara looked good. That was pretty surprising, I thought.
Yep.
That's another NFC South, man. We talk about it. You don't know what you're getting week to week from that division.
Saints will be down next week. Falcons will be up next week.
Yeah, like next week, the Saints, I don't know, they're playing next week, but they're going to lose like 16-3.
Probably.
Dolphins take care of business in Miami, as they always seem to do against the Patriots, 31-17. Through over 300 yards passing.
What'd you say, Remio?
Through, right, yeah. Remember. 2 or 324 in the air. Patriots hung around there for a little bit, but never really felt like you were in danger of making it a game.
Yeah, sorry, I was.
You watching that?
No, I was watching. I was trying to figure out why I could see so much of myself on our camera, but it's not showing up as much on the recording camera. But hey, it's okay. Listen, me's a good thing. You don't need to see my germ badge. Anyways, I watched. I saw some of the game. I watched Kendrick Bourne get his little touchdown. I guess that was before he tore his ACL. The worst, like the Dolphins' offense, Tyreek is just he's a cheat code. He's Randy Moss all over again. He's the closest thing to Randy Moss we'll ever see. He just outran double coverage, caught the touchdown, instantly just went running straight to the bench. Like it was nothing.
Right.
It was
sat down.
It was crazy, and like that changed once that happened. It was game on. But still, the Dolphins, when they play teams that make them run the ball, is when they're going to run into an issue, and that's what happened last week. 26 carries, 78 yards. Just not good. They need to have a consistent run game. I wish they would work on building from within, from the run game. But maybe when A-Chain comes back, or A-Chan, whatever the hell his name is, maybe that'll change. But Waddle was a beast.
That's what I was going to say. It's so pretty when it's Tyreek and Waddle healthy and running around out there, and they're both catching balls. And I mean, it's like Top Gun. It's like a great offense. And you're right about the run game, though. Like we talked about before, once it gets colder weather in January, things like that, and you need to rely on the run game a little bit. I don't know.
If they hold on for home field, that'd be tough.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jets over the Giants, 13-10 in overtime.
Stupidest game of all time.
It's also up for like the ugliest game of the year award.
Oh, for sure. When you complete 6 passes for -9 yards.
Oh, Tommy DeVito.
Why wouldn't they let him throw the ball? Like he did. Like he played in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
The man's played college football. He threw it around in high school. Like what? Yeah. What were they so afraid of? Oh, it was weird.
36 carries.
Yeah, that's why he ends up on IR every year.
36 carries. Zach Wilson led the Jets rushing for 25 yards.
Dalvin unbelievable. 2 carries, 5 yards.
Yeah. Zach Wilson didn't look terrible. He also had no time to throw.
No, it was. But Giants send everybody. But yeah, this game, the Giants should not have lost it. So the clock was running, and it was down to what? 30 seconds left? If that? I can't remember the exact scenario. When the Giants decided to kick a field goal to go up 6. It was 4th and 1. Right? Was it 4th and 1 or 4th and 2? It was 4th and short.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
Yeah.
You got Saquon. Give him his 37th carry. If he doesn't get it, oh well. Like, I don't understand why they even attempted the field goal. Because I'd been scared to death it would have got blocked.
Well, it's that defense, though. How do you allow Zach Wilson to go down the field in, 24 seconds?
Yeah, well,
and I know there was an issue with the ref touching the ball.
Well, there was that, but they got bailed out before that because there was a penalty. Was it a DPI or something? So it stopped the clock. So they got a free timeout right there.
It's just ugly.
That's just horrible coaching. They should have never lost that game. And the Jets somehow they've snuck a couple of these wins.
Yeah, the Dable thing, man. The shine is worn off.
Yeah, for sure.
That whole situation. Jags at Steelers. Jags get to win 20-10. An ugly, rainy, windy, cold game.
Yep.
That's an impressive win for the Jags on the road like that. The Steelers, man, they just said it last. I think I said it last week. Like their suck just pulls other teams into the suck.
Oh yeah.
Or tries to.
Yeah, it pulls him right in.
Yeah, because Kenny Pickett is that's another quarterback. It's not good. I don't think he's good at all.
Yeah, I don't love him. And then he got hurt, and Trubisky comes in, and that's not going to go.
No, that's bad. Their O-line still sucks. They can't run the football.
At all.
No, it's just bad all over. But like I said, in an environment like that and that kind of weather, the Steelers are going to play defense. They're going to get out to the quarterback to get a W. That's 5 in a row now for the Jags. So they are looking good.
Let's hope it's not 6.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about the Niners in a bit. Eagles at Commanders. Eagles get the win. Shootout, 38-31. I don't know what it is about the Commanders, man, but they can move the ball in the Eagles.
8 passing touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, they can go up and down the field on them.
They should have beat them twice.
Yeah. Yep. I, for one, I'm just sick of the Eagles.
So sick of it.
I'm so sick of them because, they're good, but then they get these moments where they have every horseshoe in the world shoved up their ass.
Yep.
And you throw it into double coverage to receivers.
That horrible interception. That was a tie game, right? When he threw that?
Yep. And then the push at the goal line, he fumbled, finally failed.
Oh, yeah. I was so prepared to talk about the tush push costing me in fantasy this week because the first time it happened, Hurts, instead of getting a touchdown, loses a fumble.
Right.
So that was like 8-9 point swing there. Then it happened again, and instead of Hurts running it in, he hands it off to Swift, who I was playing against. I was like, it's like 20 points. The tush push just cost me this game.
That play, people talk about the tush push being unstoppable. No, that play right there makes it unstoppable.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're loading up 100% on that play, and then it's like, oh, wait.
Well, they did it once last year, I think, in the playoffs, and they handed it off to the right and took off right down the right sideline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did something similar last year in the playoffs.
Because I saw people kind of giving him shit on Twitter because they were going to win the game, but then they put that on tape. That they had that on there, which I'm sure they got a bunch of different variations coming out of that play.
Yeah. Well, they may have put it on tape, though, just to make people be a little bit looser on it, and now they're going to keep plowing right in the middle.
Oh, I'm sure. Who do they play next week? Dallas Cowboys. Dude, it's Sam Howell, man. 39-52, 397, 4 touchdowns.
It's crazy. He's a roller coaster.
He is, man. And he got a little gunslinger in him.
Yes.
For whatever reason, he just plays really well against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
But Eagles continue to win. Great. Fantastic. Well, now, it's probably the most disappointing result of the weekend for me. Texans at Panthers. Panthers get the win 15-13. Panthers' first win of the season. Texans, ugly, not good. Didn't show up to win.
Nope.
I think I said it last week. If you're a serious team and you want to make a push for that division, or you want to take yourself seriously and want others to see you seriously, you take care of business in Carolina. And it was not a good performance.
No, it was bad. They made a weird passing strategy going into that game because Stroud didn't really do much and didn't ask him to do much. Like everything was short. They kept running the ball, then couldn't run the ball. It was just because I watched a little bit of it since C.J. Stroud did make his first career start for the South Hills Eagle Empire. And he did outplay Mahomes.
Right.
Didn't really do much. So Bryce Young on this day only looked better than C.J. Stroud.
Well, it seemed like they had trouble just blocking too.
Yeah, well, that's the Texans thing since their expansion draft.
Yeah, they were getting after Stroud all day. But Panthers get them a nice win there at home. Seahawks, Browns in Seattle. Seahawks get the win 24-20. They jumped up 14-0. You're thinking, okay, this one's in hand, and it's what the Seahawks always do. They'll get up a little bit, and they just come back down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then Geno looks terrible for a bit.
Yep.
Then they give up the lead, and then they got to come back.
And then they pull that horseshoe out. It's a Seahawks way.
We talked about earlier these coaches and letting these quarterbacks drop back and throw the ball a ton. What was Stefanski doing with P.J. Walker?
I don't know. I don't know what he thinks he's got in P.J. Walker.
I don't either.
But this isn't the first time. I mean, he's done it. He did it in the 49er game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would just be run, trust my defense.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, even on the Seahawks side, Kenneth Walker, 8 for 66. Charbonnet, 5 for 53.
Charbonnet out-snapped him this game.
Yeah, that was interesting. He looked good, too. But it's like these coaches, they get a little momentum going in the run game and success, and they just go away from it. I don't get it.
Yep,
I don't understand it. But, as we say, with Halloween approaching, the Seahawks are still Michael Myers. Can't kill them.
Exactly.
And what are they, first place in the NFC West right now?
Oh, my God.
Yep. All right. Upset of the day. Chiefs at Broncos. Broncos win 24-9. Mahomes, this was his flu game, and he was not good.
He was terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Chiefs turned it over 5 times. Broncos weren't much better. They just kept getting short fields and opportunities on the goal line.
Yep.
Like Russ threw 3 touchdowns, but he threw for 114 yards.
Yeah, anytime you can throw 19 times for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns, you got to do it.
Yeah, that was great to see against me in fantasy this week, too.
They just played keep away. Just run. 40 carries. The yards per carry isn't great, but I mean, you can get 40 carries against the Chiefs. You're doing things.
Yep. Chiefs really didn't even try to run the football.
They never do.
Kelsey had a quiet day. Of course, Taylor Swift wasn't in the building, so that's expected. I think this was the first time this year that Rashee Rice, he led the receivers in snaps.
Uh-oh.
So we can see more of that moving forward, which is good to see.
Mm-hmm.
But Broncos get this is Mahomes' first loss on the road in the division in his career.
Wow.
So I mean, it's bound to happen, but
crazy.
Yeah, Broncos get a nice little win there at home, and they see where they play Taylor Swift after the game.
I did not see that.
That's that was their little celebration song or whatever.
And so when you're 3-5, you can do whatever you want.
I guess. Mile high, baby. All right. Ravens in the desert get the win 31-24. Closer, score closer than it looked. They were in control pretty much. I think the Cardinals tacked on some points there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they get some garbage points.
Yeah, Ravens took care of business on the road. A lot of Gus Edwards, 3 touchdowns, 80 on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Dobbs apparently was so bad he's already benched for next week.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. What?
Do you think he's going to get traded?
Dobbs?
Yes.
I mean, he got traded and did great for them. Might as well. Maybe it was part of the Browns deal that they can't start him against them. That's why he wasn't
going to Minnesota.
I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's a backup. Kyler's coming back.
Yeah. Well, he's not even. What they say, Clayton Tune starting.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on out there.
It's weird.
Ravens get the win. All right, let's talk about it. Bengals 31-17 in San Francisco.
Oh, not really a whole much to talk about.
Would you like the floor?
I kind of predicted this.
You did pick the Bengals.
I picked the Bengals and said they wouldn't be able to guard Chase, and they couldn't. 49ers defense is terrible right now. Terrible. And it's like they're out of place. I don't know what's happened with the new defensive coordinator. I think their luck's finally ran out, losing defensive coordinators. 2 defensive coordinators to head coaching jobs. I don't think, and like last week, Shanahan was very honest in his press conference about Steve Wilkes' decision before halftime.
Yep.
And now this week, Burrow goes 28 of 32. 28 of 32. Sacked him 3 times, but Bosa wasn't involved in those. 49ers still should have won the game. They were driving with momentum, all the momentum in the world, and about ready to tie the game, and then Brock Purdy. They ran an RPO that got screwed up, and I get there was a miss. Somebody missed the handoff, or something happened weird, and he takes off scrambling, and should have just slid down. Because if you throw it out of bounds, it's still a legal man downfield because it's an RPO. People are down the field blocking. And so he was just, I guess, trying not to get hit and throwing it away. And instead he throws it and gets tipped up and intercepted. And that changed the whole freaking game. Then he got picked off for the next play. He didn't see the linebacker. Here's what it is. That shit's going to happen. I mean, that's what sucks, though. Other than those 2 decisions by Purdy, probably his best game he's ever played. He was incredible in this game. And his scrambling, like he had 57 yards. 57 yards rushing for little Brock Purdy. He's so good. He's so good at getting out of the pocket and making plays. He just made 2 terrible mistakes that ultimately ended up costing him the game. But I'm not putting them on him. I'm putting them on the freaking defense.
That was going to be my thing as well. I'm not so much. I mean, there's a lot of Purdy conversation.
There shouldn't be. He was incredible. He made a boneheaded. He was trying to throw it out of bounds. He just one boneheaded play, and then he made.
That's what we're talking about. Is what the turnovers? That's the topic of conversation. Is the turnovers now, and he's seen it as well. All that, but I'm with you. It's the defense. I don't know what's going on with the defense. To me, they should be. I mean, their offense is a lot better, and they're going to put up points, but they should be every week like the Steelers. Defense and the pass rush is so good that it's always going to keep you in the game, no matter what's going on offense. Do you see what Richard Sherman said today?
No. When Niners lose, I stay away from all sports media, and when they lose 3 in a row, I run from all sports media.
He was talking about the defense. He's talking about Wilkes. And he mentioned too much man coverage on first and second down, and way too many overcomplicated stunts with the defensive line.
Yeah, they're just doing weird stuff. Like the sad thing is, Bosa, they're not even double teaming Bosa, and he still can't get there right now.
Right.
I don't even know what's happening with the defense. It just looks awful. The only one that's playing good football is Fred Warner, just because I don't think he's capable of playing bad football. But
it's a machine.
Yeah, everything else, they're just out of place, and teams are just they know what they're going to do, and they're just marching right down the field on them.
This was the Cincinnati Bengals I had in mind when I picked them to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's another thing. The freaking schedule is so terrible with the Niners. The Niners travel more than any other team in the league. How do you they play Monday Night Football, and now they get the Bengals off of a bye week, and of course they get Burrow back fully. This is the first fully healthy Burrow game where he's running around like a madman.
Yeah.
It's just so unlucky that that's how the schedule worked out, that they get them after the bye. But they play like 4 or 5 teams after they get off a bye week.
Were you surprised that Purdy played
in the game? No.
Yeah, that he got cleared.
Yeah, I honestly thought he would. I don't even know if I commented on any of the Darnold stuff. I never thought Darnold was going to play.
I guess I was a little surprised just based off. It seemed like it was I mentioned it in Discord, like the official thing in the league this year. That if you got a concussion on Sunday, the week before, like you were out that week.
Mm-hmm.
And they played on Monday night. His symptoms came up after the game.
Yeah, we came back on the way home.
Yep, and the big clip going around was the one time he got hit and his head snapped back and then he held his head.
It was a nasty hit, yeah.
Yeah, that was the big clip kind of circulating Twitter, wondering if he's still concussed and could get double concussed, things like that. And I mean, I'm sure if he got cleared, I'm sure he's fine. That was just pretty surprising because you haven't really seen that this year.
Yeah.
But he wasn't bad. That's the thing. He wasn't terrible. Just those couple mistakes, and that can change the game.
Yeah. I was during the game. I was fine. Is what it is. I wasn't like last week. I was pissed, but this game, I kind of expected this. I was irritated, but Bengals are a good team. They're one of the best teams in the league now. Now that they're back fully go. And I've just got to realize the 49ers do this every year. Every year, they go through a bad 3 or 4 week stretch every freaking year, and then they get it going again. So this is their bad stretch. They're going into the bye week. Now they're going to get it going again, and they're going to bust the Jaguars' ass in Jacksonville with Debo and Trent Williams back. My mindset right now. Gotta be positive.
Are you, like, realistically, are you as confident in the Niners? I know it's 3 losses in a row, so it's hard to say, yeah, sure. But are you as confident in the Niners, say, post-game Cowboys?
Well, no. I mean, at that moment, they were the best team in the league by far. And that's what I said. We talked about then is, are they peaking too soon? And they did. Now they have to regroup and get back to that.
That's true. Yeah.
So, they usually come out after the bye week, and they're full tilt. So we'll see.
Well, Shanahan said today, what do you say? They look tired?
Yeah.
On tape. So a little rest. Jacksonville should be sunny, should be nice. Should be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good here. I could talk about it all day, but I think I'm good.
Right. All right.
Right, meow.
Sunday Night Football. Bears and Chargers.
Don't call me radio. Get it 91.
Sunshine on my shoulders, John Denver. All right. Bears and Chargers. Chargers get the win 30.
Worst Sunday Night Football game of all time.
Oh, God, man. Yeah, the in-state boy came back down to earth a little bit. He made some good throws. And I thought it was weird. First play of the game is like, all right, play action. We're going up top. We're going up top. And then what they do for the next 3 quarters?
Oh, I thought you meant the next 3 plays. They went 3 and out after that bomb.
No, I was in the next 3 quarters. I'm like, okay, okay, he just ran 4 yards, turned around. There's a check down. Mm-hmm. There's 3 yards, turned around. Like, why aren't you taking more shots?
I don't know.
They quit doing it till the 4th, and when they start chucking it again. But Herbert was really good. Eckler, they finally got
Austin Eckler.
Finally got him involved in the pass game.
And he gave it to me.
Yeah. He called for it before the game. You needed a big performance. He gave it to you. 94 yards receiving. Long touchdown.
Beautiful.
Chargers get the win in prime time. And with that, there's your Week 8 recap.
Is that it?
Are we on time?
Well, 33 minutes on this recording, and I think the other one was like 4 before we had the lady called on the street, and I had to go help her out.
Great shit.
Pull out my 9 milli.
All right, meow. All right.
Littering and littering.
You smell something, rabbit? Fear.
Nope. Oh, fear. Oh, beautiful.
All right. It's 12:07.
It is 12:07. Perfect time.
So it's Halloween.
Halloween.
For now, come up with a little segment here based off, take some Halloween candy. We're going to compare it to what we're seeing right now in the NFL. Maybe it's a team, maybe it's a player, maybe it's a coach. Who knows? some of our favorite candies, maybe some of our least favorite candies, and we're going to do a little comparison. You want to go first?
Sure.
Officer.
I thought Mike brought up this idea, and I was like, I don't know if I can think of anything, and then I ended up with a bunch.
15
So my first one is Circus Peanuts, and everybody knows Circus Peanuts is it's a running gag for me. It's even at my work. It's a gag at in our group with you. It's a gag with Krista and Kinsley. It's even a gag that I eat Circus Peanuts. Anyways, so Circus Peanuts, they aren't good, but I can't quit them. Just like the Chargers. They're not good. But I keep, something happens and I'm like, yeah, I'm back in on them. So that's
You remember, every time I think of Circus Peanuts, I mean, you've had them in front of me before. You remember years ago when we went to, was it Gander Mountain up here at Southridge?
Yeah, that's where I always get them. No, not Gander Mountain. It's
we're in there walking around and I see you buying a bag of Circus Peanuts.
Yeah, it's
like, what?
It's Cabela's, not Gander Mountain.
Cabela's, yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, but yeah.
That's where I always get them.
That's some Circus Peanuts.
Walgreens has some sneaky Circus Peanuts too. They're always fresh for some reason at Walgreens.
Ugh. All right. We'll go to my favorite now. Something that really near and dear to my heart, some Starburst. You know, with Starburst, you know you're going to get some variety. You never know what you're going to get week to week, maybe. But you're going to get some variety when you open that up, when you tune in. They're enjoyable. It's fresh. It's different. And who's that in the league right now? The Miami Dolphins. Two out there spreading it around. Could be Tyreek, could be Waddle. Mostert run the football. Achane in the backfield. Mike McDaniel, exciting. Starburst. It's good for you.
I like it.
I love Starburst.
Yeah, I do too. And I actually didn't. Like, Starburst always been your thing. And like, back when Kinsley was playing in travel ball, I don't know why, I was getting Starburst all the freaking time. Like, I'd go through like 4 things of it a week. And
they got different flavors.
Yeah, it's kind of killed my teeth. But I haven't touched it in it's been 33 days. I've been on nothing, water, no sugar.
Probably a great time to talk about candy then.
Yes, it is.
Are you
all this candy is the reason I am the way that I am right now. Well, I've got to do
I was going to say, are you candy free tomorrow? Are you going candy free tomorrow?
Probably. I did eat 2 thin pieces of pizza Saturday night during the party. And some whiskey. What?
Did you ask for a shot of whiskey or a liter of whiskey?
Can I get a liter of cola? I don't think I can handle a liter.
Oh God. Wake up, officer! Wake up!
I'm going with the. Now my next one is the Reese Fast Break. Okay. There's a lot of contenders out here that have been around for a while. Like, you got your Hershey bar, you got your regular Reese, you got your Snickers, your Milky Way, all these. But this one's on the rise and might just be the best damn candy bar in the land. That's suddenly the Detroit Lions. Reese Fast Break. And the Reese Fast Break is, by the way, my favorite actual candy bar.
You said that. I've never had it.
Reese Fast Break?
Never had a Fast Break. I'm not a big chocolate peanut butter candy guy.
Oh my!
But I will say, I don't know if you remember. Remember years ago? I don't know if they still make them or not. They called it a Reese's Nutrageous bar.
Yeah.
Those were good.
Well, they still have the. I don't know if they have the Nutrageous. They have the Outrageous candy bar now.
That's different.
And Krista kills those. I get the Reese Fast Break. She likes the Outrageous.
Yeah, see, I'm not a huge. See, you're more of a chocolate guy than I am. And you're going to see that with my next pick.
Okay.
Because it's my favorite of all time. Near and dear to my heart. My mama had them every single year on tap for me. You know, you get the bag with the candy, It's got like the old Pops. I can't remember what those are called. The old suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
you
blue,
the Tootsie
yeah.
Pops.
Oh, Tootsie Pops. Ugh.
And what else was in there? Dots.
Oh my god, back to your dots.
Love me some dots.
We had a
man.
draft 2 years ago doing this show.
I know.
And
nothing's
Mike drafted
changed.
dots over like all these great choices.
Dots. You know what else is like dots? My favorite, the Dallas Cowboys.
That
And
makes
you
sense
know
why I don't
why?
like them.
Dots they're so good, but maybe they're a little manufactured. Maybe they taste like plastic a little bit.
A little bit.
But
little bit.
they're always right there when you need them. And because that's what America needs, a team. That's the Dallas Cowboys. Dots.
All right. Well, since you went that way, I'll go ahead and do mine that goes that way. The Skittles.
You love Skittles. Yeah, you're a guy.
Much like my 49ers, Skittles are my favorite candy. And sometimes I can't stop eating them. Sometimes everything's going right and I can just eat 1,000 Skittles. And sometimes sometimes my teeth hurt and I just can't do it anymore. And that's where I'm at right now. My teeth hurt and I can't eat any more Skittles right now.
My teeth hurt. I can't do it anymore. That's pretty good. All right. This is a classic one here. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Candy corn.
What about candy corn?
Me? Huh?
I said I forgot about candy corn.
Yeah, you like candy corn.
Well, it's festive. I'll eat a few during Halloween. No, I haven't this year.
I remember at your last house, it was Halloween, and you opened up the cabinet, brought a big bag of candy corn.
You gotta have one bag.
Man. But I hate candy corn. I can't stand candy corn. And you know who I hate right now? Jimmy Garoppolo, that motherfucker. I can't stand him. The Raiders, Josh McDaniels, the whole thing. Go fuck themselves, and so can candy corn. I'm done.
Me. Jimmy getting the candy corn treatment. I just don't feel sorry for him. Ever since the quote about, I don't know what they're doing in San Francisco with their quarterbacks.
I know.
You freaking asshole. Snickers. Classic, exactly. Every time you think there's another contender to be the best candy bar out there, they outlast them. They're steady, reliable. You always know what you're going to get. They might not be great throughout, but in the end, they always come out ahead. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. The Snickers.
The bite-sized Snickers.
Yeah.
Is goat-level stuff. Goat-level stuff.
Little fun size.
Yeah, the little ones. Yeah, little square. Yeah, that's goat-level stuff.
Yeah, those are good.
I'm not going to go anything specific for my next option. You know, like when you go to a house and they give you like an apple, or they give you like some nuts, or they give you some carrot, something healthy.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nobody wants that.
I don't want
you know
that.
what else nobody wants? Jimmy Garoppolo. Nobody wants to see it anymore. He needs to retire and move on. That's how I feel. Get rid of the healthy options. Get rid of Jimmy. Shoot him into the sun. Throw him away.
Just for that, I'll double down. The Heath Bar.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's just terrible. Just like the Las Vegas Raiders. Are you out of them?
I got one more.
Okay. I don't know if you went 4 or 5 because I still got plenty.
How many you have?
I've got 4 left.
Okay, I'll do mine, and you can finish out.
Okay.
I have lemon heads.
Okay.
You might be thinking, Mike, lemon heads, really?
What are you doing with a lemon head?
Why would you want lemon heads? Sour, lemony, tart, all that stuff. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking brightness. I'm thinking yellow because they look like the sun in the sky. And where is the sun in the sky the brightest? It's beautiful. Los Angeles. Who's going to be in Los Angeles next year? Ben Johnson. Coaching Justin Herbert and those LA Chargers. Bring it all around.
I like the way you did that. It wasn't a stretch at all. You just beautiful.
I just put 2 and 2 together.
Well, I'll give you my bad taste one.
Okay.
The Kit Kat.
The Kit Kat guy.
Minnesota Vikings. Break me off a piece of Kirk's leg.
I don't know.
I wrote too soon.
Too
Sorry,
soon.
Kirk. Break me off a piece. Okay. My next bad one that's not any good. Actually, I'm not going to do that one. I'm just going to nix that one. It's terrible. It ain't even worth it. This one's good. Jolly Ranchers. Okay. You like Jolly Ranchers?
I haven't had a Jolly Rancher in years.
Good
I
thing.
used to like them.
It's a good
Yeah,
thing.
I haven't had them in years. Yeah.
I hate Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers are terrible. So, Jolly Ranchers, they get every time you eat one, they get stuck in your teeth. The Jolly Rancher gets stuck up in the bottom of your teeth. They make you feel gross after you eat them. It's just like watching Jordan Love in the Packers offense.
Make you feel gross.
Yeah. I can taste it right now. I haven't had a Jolly Rancher since I was probably 11 years old, and I can taste what it tastes like right now.
Long time. The green apple ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time.
Like the green apple one, that's like the only one they have, right? It's the only one I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my last one here is Whoppers. And that's just Halloween candy. Nobody goes and buys Whoppers.
No.
Not one person will publicly say they like Whoppers. But they'll sit there and they'll keep eating them. Just waiting for them to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Just like watching the Atlanta Falcons. And that's all I got. And I feel like that one was my best one because I feel like that one's pretty accurate. Because I keep waiting for them to be good. And like Whoppers, I could sit there and I could eat a whole damn thing of it, and they're not good. From the first bite to the last bite, they're not good.
Tremendous delivery.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh.
That's all.
It was good. That was a good ending.
That is all. So trick or treat tomorrow over here in the hills. Trick or treat in the, like, if you keep going past my house, that whole neighborhood, it goes to a big cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Trick or treating around that place is insane. It's like something out of a freaking movie. People, like, the houses over there give out like 1,200 pieces of candy. It's insane.
Is it really?
It's insane.
Here's a question for you. This is really for anybody. Do you give out the same pieces of candy to every kid?
Well, we don't really. Me and Krista started just going walking because last year we went like walking around Parkwood just because we wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So we just put a bucket out front because not a lot of people come down our street because it's where it's kind of like the beginning of.
Yeah.
So like my street isn't really, and where I lived in Glasgow, I wasn't really like the main stretch.
Yeah, it's the back toward the river. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Like hand out the same?
Let's say in theory. I mean, like,
are you biased?
Yes. Like, would you give a kid like 3 pieces of candy every time, or would you change it up depending on how cool the costume is or how original the costume is?
I mean, if it's a sweet little kid coming up to you and being nice, yeah, you throw them an extra little mini Snickers.
I have allowed kids with cool costumes and original costumes that do put your hand in and get what you want.
Yeah, just grab it.
Yep. I have asked.
Just go to the left a little bit. I got the razor blades on the right, so you just scoot over to the left.
I did have somebody that was at least like 40 years old one time walk up.
Yeah, that's a hard
themselves. Asked them for ID. Not getting any candy from me. Like, son, you got any ID?
Give me my cups. Give me my cups. Give me my cups, honey. Give me my cups.
Yeah, you're not getting any candy from me if you're like that old. You're just not doing it. I don't care who you are.
No.
But yeah, I didn't know. Like, I change it up depending on like cute kid or like original costume, cool costume, something like I like. Yeah.
Batman.
If you didn't give much of an effort, I'm like, here's a couple pieces.
Batman gets whatever he wants every time.
Batman, Spider-Man, Batman. Yeah, all those. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else on
Halloween
trick or treat?
No, I don't think. I did watch. I watched some crappy horror movies.
You're not a horror guy.
Well, then I watched nothing but crappy ones. Well, the first one wasn't even a horror movie.
Yeah, let me spell that out.
It says horror, but it's not a horror movie. We just wanted to watch it because it was we thought it'd be a fun popcorn movie. That was the Meg. Not really very good. Meg 2, I mean. It's kind of terrible. We watched Evil Dead Rise, which was horrible. Not great. Yeah. Not great. And what was the other one we watched? We watched one that wasn't bad. Oh, is it Black Phone? Is that what it's called? The one with Ethan Hawke?
That one's not bad.
That was actually pretty good.
It's not bad. And I don't know, though, why they're doing a sequel.
They're doing a sequel.
Because, spoiler alert, I don't know how you would even do a sequel.
I don't know how you do that either. But I do think it was a cool spin on everything. Because it had, like, the victims kind of get justice. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it has an advantage because if you tell me, like, Ethan Hawke's in it, I'm probably in.
Yeah.
I like Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
I'm probably. He's one of those guys like Leo. Like, tell me I'm in. But yeah, that's a good little movie. It's not like based on gore and things, stupid stuff. It's just a good.
And it had. Watch. It wasn't really like scary, but it did have like 4 jump scare moments.
Yeah.
Like there's one where he answers the phone, and then the girl or whatever is like upside down in the corner. I was like, ooh.
Good mask. Have you ever watched?
Creepy.
Have you watched Hereditary?
No, still haven't. We were actually going to watch that, but Kinsley was wanting to watch it, so I always have to check the parental guide for any like horror movie that we're going to watch. And so I saw what happened in that movie, and I was like, okay, I can't watch that one. Yeah. I do want to watch it, but I couldn't watch with her.
There is there is a scene in that movie that still sticks with me. That's something you need to watch. It's really good.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's one of the best horror movies.
Yeah, really good. I can't believe you're watching horror movies.
I don't like them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe expanding those horizons. Nothing wrong. All right.
Yep.
We'll make some picks.
I guess we should make some picks. I think we're decent on time. We're probably at about an hour right now.
That's good stuff, Eric.
Oh, let me switch my. If this will work. Oh yeah, there it is. Week 9 picks. Boom. And this. So did the Lions cover?
Yes. Yeah.
They ended up covering.
It's 26-14. Yeah.
Okay, so that means you went 10-6 this week, and I was 11-5. Look at us, our best weeks of the season.
Look at us.
Good thing I didn't bet any this week. I'll be back. As
you adjust your tie.
My gambling advice is your next one is always going to be the one that you're going to win. Okay, it's always the next one. You might be in a slump right now, but just one more. One more. That'll be the one you win.
Is that good advice?
Nope.
I'm not a gambler. Okay,
Nope.
I was going to say, sounds like you're chasing. You're chasing a little bit.
Nope. If you lose a couple, just throw one more in there.
Can I read this quote?
Read it. Weep it.
Devontae Adams.
Oh, we're in the back on Devontae.
I honestly don't know what to say at this moment. I truly don't. I wish I had the words to say something that's not going to get blown up in the media or taken out of context. Jimmy Garoppolo has taken words from his brain into his mouth and out for communication purposes. Firing. Trade Devontae somewhere nice and sunny with a quarterback that can throw him the football. All right.
Sad.
Week 9. You'll go first.
I guess I'll go first. So on a bye this week, we've got the 49ers, Jags, Lions, and Broncos.
Yeah.
So that's 3 pretty big KDFL teams in there.
Yeah.
Interesting week. Let's see. Week 9, Thursday Night Football. We've got the Titans at the Steelers. Steelers are 2.5-point favorite.
I assume we're going to see Trubisky, right?
Will Levis and Trubisky.
Trubisky, cold weather. Give me the Steelers and an ugly one with the defense. Maybe getting a pick 6. Maybe getting a strip sack. Put an offense in good shape. Yeah, I'll go Steelers.
I'm taking Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans. I've been Steelers about every single week, but I'm not taking them this week. And God, I can't stand looking at my chin. Terrible. It's going to be the first time ever that you have more facial hair than me at the moment.
Yeah. I need to shave. I really need to shave.
Nah, it's good look. It's good look.
I need to shave.
Okay.
All right. In Germany, Sunday, 9:30 in the morning. Can't believe this game's overseas.
That's
Dolphins,
crazy.
Chiefs. This game is game of the year stuff. Dolphins, Chiefs. Chiefs by 2.5 overseas. Who knows?
Yeah, this one's interesting. I came into this pick. I'm thinking I was for sure taking the Dolphins, but it just seems like a game the Chiefs are gonna just go all out, especially coming off a loss. Maybe if the Chiefs won this week, maybe it'd be different, but they're not gonna go to Germany and lose. I'm taking the Chiefs.
I was thinking that I was all in coming into this thinking Kansas City's not going to lose this game, right? They'll rebound. They look bad. I'm taking the Dolphins.
All right, we went opposite. I like it.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
In the third of 5 straight 2.5 spreads, the Rams are at the Packers. I don't know if Stafford is healthy enough to play.
I don't either. Got a sprained UCL in his thumb or something, or his hand.
I didn't see the report. I'm just based on the game
Yeah.
that he played.
Who is Rams backup quarterback? I'm blank.
Brett Ripon?
Yeah.
Ripon?
Yeah. Lambeau.
This is one. If Stafford plays, I'd take the Rams just because the Packers are garbage. But
me too. That way, that means I'm going to take the Packers.
I guess I'm gonna take the Packers too. Oh my god! No, I'm not. I'm taking the Rams. I'm not picking the Packers again this season.
Probably smart. Okay. Bucks at Texans. Texans favored by 2.5.
Texas defense still plays solid. Back home, bad performance last week. I think they bounce back. I think D'Amico gets the boys ready to go. I think C.J. Stroud's go bounce back, have a good game. I'm going with my Texans. Our Texans.
I agree. Texans. Said it perfectly.
Commanders at the Patriots. Patriots are 2.5-point favorite. What Commanders do we get? What Patriots do we get?
Well, there's 2 different Commanders teams. There's when they play the Eagles, there's when they play everybody else.
Right.
Patriots, though, God, there's not much going on there. They look better in the past 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, Belichick, little defense, I think we'll have them ready to play. Give me the Patriots.
I agree. Taking the Patriots as well.
My turn?
Yeah, thanks.
Bears at the Saints. Saints favored by 5.5. Fields is still out. Bajan's going to get the start.
Yeah, this feels like it should be much higher. This might be my lock of the week. Saints got to win this game by 5.5.
Agreed.
That might be.
Agreed.
I might need to hammer that one. That might be my next bet. Next bet's a winner.
Keep chasing.
The Vikings. Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback we're all going to be spending our fab on in the morning?
Jaron Hall, 5th-round rookie from BYU.
Oh, yeah, BYU. Oh, my God.
Unless they make a trade tomorrow.
I can't imagine making a trade and that guy's starting this week, but who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Maybe if it's Josh Dobbs.
It's got to be the Falcons, the roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's back up.
Yeah, Falcons. If it feels like if Heineke, especially if Heineke starts, like I have no issue locking it. Falcons.
Yep.
At 4? Absolutely.
Agreed. Heineke gives them such a bigger chance to win.
Yep. Cardinals at the Browns. Browns favored by 7.5. This is going to be the old Clayton Tune versus PJ Walker battle.
Yeah, but it's actually Clayton Tune versus Myles Garrett.
Exactly. That's why I'm going Browns.
Yeah. I can't see the Cardinals making it to 13 points in Cleveland.
No.
But can the Cleveland make it to 20? So who knows?
Man, the country could be sunny and 75, and you go to Cleveland this time of year and play, it's going to start raining. It's going to get windy. It's going to get cold every time.
It's me?
Yep.
You sure?
I think.
I don't know what it is. Seahawks at the Ravens. The Ravens are a 5.5-point favorite.
It's a good game.
It's the only thing me and you take turns doing. We screw it up every week.
I know. I can never remember.
Oh.
Sorry, officer. It's a good game. I am going to take the Ravens.
Yeah, I like the
'Cause
Ravens. I think the Ravens going to blow them out.
I think every week you pick a Ravens blowout.
When the Ravens are home, I'm telling you, it feels like they're going to win a blowout.
Hey, Baltimore you have to go back to like Ray Lewis, man. All them years, was it 20-some years now? Baltimore's been a tough place to play since they opened the damn stadium. It seems like
It is.
that is a tough spot, and Seattle's kind of inconsistent, up and down a little bit.
It's just a long ass road game to go all the way to Baltimore. And I guarantee it's a 1:00 start.
It is a 1:00 start.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, definitely Ravens.
I got worried whenever you started checking. I was like, oh, God, it's going to be 4:15. He's going to get me.
It's Sunday Night Football?
4:24. Right. The game's not till next Thursday.
All right. Colts at Panthers. Colts favored by 2.5. Do the Panthers ride the momentum? Do they ride the lightning?
I think they're going to ride the lightning. I'm taking the Panthers.
It's an emotional game for the Panthers. It's a little revenge for the head coach.
Exactly.
And
but he's still not the best head coach in the game.
Not very good.
Not very good.
But the Panthers didn't really look great, and they won. I'm taking the Panthers as well. Frank Reich Bowl. I'm all in.
All in. Your Dallas Cowboys head to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
To face the Eagles, the NFC champion Eagles, 3-point favorite.
I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
3 seems low at home.
I can't wait to watch the Cowboys once again do all these fancy ass stunts, and the Eagles just running straight at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah. Give me the Eagles.
I agree. Should be fun to watch them. Giants at the Raiders. Raiders are a 3.5-point favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. I took your damn.
You do these two. I'll do the final two.
You finished strong. Sorry.
What'd you say? Giants and Vegas, right?
Giants at the Raiders. Raiders are a 3.5-point favorite over a football team somehow.
Is Daniel Jones back for this one?
I don't know, but it would only take the Giants for the Raiders to be a 3.5-point favorite.
This game is ugly.
Yeah, this is the stay away.
I mean, I don't know, man. Any other time, like Dable versus McDaniels, that's easy. But the Dable thing's doesn't look great.
I'm taking the Giants. I'm giving the Raiders the Packers treatment.
Yeah, I don't want to pick Vegas ever. Give me the Giants. All right. Bills back in Cincinnati.
That's what we've all been waiting for.
Bengals favored by 2.
Will they go retire DeMar Hamlin on another ambulance?
That would freak me out.
Yeah.
I would feel like...
Could you please take my jersey off the ambulance? Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, that'd be a weird feeling.
I got the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals, yeah. I think they're just...
I think we've agreed on almost everything.
Nah, we've disagreed on a couple.
1, 2, 3. We've disagreed on the first 3, and we've picked the same one 10 straight.
Well, these I don't know. Well, this is what gets you in gambling. Of course, I don't gamble, but a lot of these just look obvious.
Some of them do. This one don't really feel a game. I mean, the Bengals they just beat the Niners in San Francisco. Now come back home Sunday Night Football against the Bills, who haven't been great. It seems like
that's what I mean.
It's the Bengals, and then the Bills will come out looking like 2019 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I just think I think the Bengals are getting healthy, surging a little bit. Bills inconsistent. Burrows had success against that secondary. I don't know. Didn't was it last year in the playoffs? Didn't the Bengals punk them pretty good? Or was it the year before? Last year?
I think last year.
In Buffalo? I just like the Bengals more as a football team right now. All right. God. Chargers at Jets. Chargers favored by 2.5. Give me the Chargers.
Oh, that's my circus peanuts. I could see this being a 16-10 game where the Jets defense scores a touchdown.
This is another game where you look at the Chargers and you're like, they should win that game.
Exactly.
They have talent.
The Jets are making these games ugly and then pulling them out.
I know.
But I'm taking the Chargers. Circus peanuts, can't quit them. Boom.
See, there you go. Bring it
Same
all
team
circles
again.
right back. Circles back. All right. That is your week 9 picks. I'm sure will be just as successful. Bears corner Jalen Johnson has requested a trade. I saw him rumored to the Niners.
I saw rumors of him too. Yeah, Niners could use him. We'll take him and Patrick Surtain, please. Just send them both over.
Well, he has requested a trade, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Ball taps, game balls.
Oh, forgot about those.
You want me to go first?
No, I got a ball tap.
Okay, I got 3 of them, so go ahead.
I only got one. Nick Bosa.
Oh.
Man got paid and hasn't done a damn thing.
Yeah.
All I needed to say.
Okay. My first ball tap, Patrick Mahomes. Lost his first game in the division on the road. 5, so it didn't look great. Turnovers. But you know what? This was his flu game.
Was his flu game?
And what did he do? He's no MJ. He didn't come out there and play well at all. So you get a ball tap for that.
Yeah, you
and
can't
now what happens?
advertise it's a flu game and then...
Exactly. And now you get sent to Germany. So
that's what happens. That's your punishment.
That's what happens.
Skip your ass to Germany. Game ball. Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Played a great game. Back-to-back great games. Got his team back to 500. Now he's out for the season. And probably, most likely, his last game as a Viking. But shout out to Kirk Cousins. Had a great career.
Yeah.
And hopefully he bounces back and ends up on a contender and keeps playing for a few more years. So just give him a little shout out game ball right there after the rough injury.
If you had to predict right now, and I know it's difficult because who knows, where do you think he could end up?
That's really difficult to predict right now because who knows?
So you look at the landscape of a team that would need somebody like him.
It would have to be like a contender that doesn't have an early draft pick.
Like who would make a run at Kirk Cousins?
Well, I'll tell you where he fit pretty good is in Atlanta.
I was thinking Atlanta.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. Then you stay in a dome. What else would be decent for him?
Pittsburgh.
I thought about Pittsburgh too, but I doubt they move. It depends how Pickett finishes the year.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like them.
I feel like they would give Pickett one more go at it.
That's your question. Does he do the reverse Favre and go to Green Bay from Minnesota?
I don't think so because I thought about them, but the Packers will be so bad. I think the Packers will draft a quarterback.
Good.
Most of these teams are just bad. If Stafford retires, maybe he goes to the Rams.
Not a bad spot for him, really. It's not a bad spot. Giants?
He kind of looks like Eli.
Yeah, kind of plays like him too.
Nah, he's better than Eli. He's better more often than Eli. Eli did have the 2 great runs.
That's a good point. Man, he would piss me off. He would look terrible, but then it's like 17-14, 1:31 to go. He's got 2 timeouts, 80 yards, and he's taking them down the fucking field. It was the most aggravating thing.
Yeah, that was Eli. Eli.
Game ball.
Oh, I forgot about game balls.
My Cincinnati Bengals.
Ah, fuck.
That was what I had when I picked them to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. That's what I had in mind right there. I think that is the team that can beat the Chiefs home or away. I think that's their biggest threat. That defense is perennially underrated. Not a bunch of names on that defense, but they always play well.
Yep.
So game ball to the Bengals.
Yeah. Bengals DC is likely going to be with. He's probably right there with Ben Johnson as far as the 2 hottest.
Yeah.
Head coaching candidates. Nobody's hotter than Ben Johnson.
Nobody.
So hot. It's like the sun is on him. Like a lemon drop.
Shining bright. You imagine how it's going to look next year, man, when he's calling plays for Herbert. Not Jared Goff, for Herbert.
Right, for an actual quarterback.
An actual quarterback that can do through his reads and throw a football. I mean, it's just going to be amazing.
I don't know if he can read, but he can throw a football.
I never learned to read.
You know the worst part? Game ball. How many you got left?
I have 2 ball taps and 1 game ball left.
Okay, so I got 3 total left. So I don't know. I wasn't feeling the ball taps this week, so I'm giving out the good stuff. Game ball, Will Levis, 4 touchdowns in your first game. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Dropping dimes to D-Hop. So 4 tuds, Will Levis, the mayonnaise man. Game ball.
Good pick. Ball tap, Houston Texans. Disappointing performance this weekend.
Should have saw it coming.
Our Houston Texans, like I said, I mentioned before that GIF. It's a Tyra Banks. She's like, "We believed in you. We all believed in you," or something like that. That's me and you on the Texans. And they went down there and just laid an egg. So
unfortunate.
Houston Texans, very unfortunate. Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Speaking of rookie coming out party after Will Levis, Jahmyr Gibbs has his big game. Had like 190 total yards. Looked incredible. So give him a game ball. Plus, we just watched it.
Recency bias.
He's so much better than David Montgomery.
So many yards. I bet his yards per carry was so much higher.
So much higher. Probably double.
What was his yards per carry? Hang on, that's all.
He had a lot of carries. I'm going to say it was like 5.4.
5.4?
Maybe higher.
5.8.
A little bit higher.
David Montgomery.
His long was only like 27 yards, which I guess was the touchdown.
He hadn't seen 5.8 yards per carry since, what do you think, middle school, maybe?
I don't know if you can count that out. 5.8 super high number for David Montgomery to think about.
Fair. Yeah. Well, anyway. Game ball, Dak Prescott.
Give him 2 carries to get 5.8, I think.
Dak Prescott, quarterback of America's team, played fantastic on Sunday, throwing some ropes. He's looked pretty good the past couple weeks. You can finally get him out of the pocket a little bit, let him throw on the run. Don't just stand in the I sound like Kuiper there for a minute. Get him out of the pocket, throwing on the run, looking good.
Let the boy move.
Yeah, moving the pocket for him, throwing some darts down for the CD. And they're going to need Dak for that big showdown next week against those Eagles. So Dak Prescott. Officer, who you got? Just order a large farva.
Look at this hat. It's so bad. It's a women, like this came out of the women's catalog at JCPenney. My last game ball goes to somebody who I have never really given as much respect as I'm about to. There's always been, and it's not quarterback. I'm not going that route. There's always like a tier of receivers that everybody thinks about. Tyreek and Jefferson and Cup and Chase, and Adams, and all these guys.
Yeah.
And then there's like a drop off to the next group. And I might miss some. I'm just rambling here. But somebody I never put in that top one is A.J. Brown.
I knew. Yep.
And
Yep.
ever since he got pissed off like 5 weeks ago, whatever it was,
Yeah.
he's been the best receiver in football. And that catch, the one-handed catch in the end zone, like it's like he single-handedly willed them back into that game.
Yeah.
And he's entered into the conversation to be the best wide receiver in football. He might not be at Jefferson, Tyreek, Chase, those three. But I mean, I like him more than anybody else right now.
I saw that asked the question today, like who's better, Tyreek or AJ Brown, or who would you take?
No, I mean it's
Tyreek or AJ Brown.
It's still Tyreek. I'm taking Tyreek over everybody, but
Yep.
I think AJ Brown's right there with the others.
When Jalen Hurts can drop back and just throw a prayer,
yeah,
he did it this week. He did it in the Dolphins game, in the double coverage, triple coverage, and he's coming down with it like Moss. I mean, he is red hot as a wide receiver right now, as you can see in the league.
Game ball, AJ Brown.
Ball tap. Jimmy G. Fuck him. I'm done. That's all I'm gonna say.
Every shot we can take at James tonight.
He might be my number one most hated player in the league right now. I'm serious.
Well, I mean, he did
So
just cost
upset.
you the best record in the league.
No, it's just yeah.
When you have best record?
Nah, what? Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Aren't you 5-2?
I was.
Well,
Reed's gonna be. Me and Reed would be the same.
Yeah, see, wouldn't have been tied with the best record in the league.
Well, it's, you know what I mean? Like, you have one job. Throw it to Devontae and don't throw it to the safety I'm playing. And what does he do right off the bat? Hits the safety right in the numbers. Just idiot. Idiot.
Yeah, not great.
I hope he has a terrible Halloween. I hope he gets shit candy. I hope, I hope people give him like, what was it in Big Daddy? When the dude gave him like a watch and a box of cereal. That's what I hope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting nothing. He's getting used candy.
Used candy.
Nothing like a used Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anything else for the show?
That's about it, I think. I think that's about it. It's a good place to shut her down, I'm thinking.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, hope everybody. So this will be airing early Tuesday. So hopefully everybody has a great trick or treat this evening. Takes their kiddos out.
Enjoy the candy. Stay out of trouble. Have some fun, and enjoy the football this week. And always remember, you boys like Mexico.
I was just gonna say, obey the law.
God, I need to watch Super Troopers.
Just obey the law. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. I might
Okay,
fire that up tonight. I'm gonna fire it up right now.
All right, man.
We'll see you next week. And hopefully my channel will be a little bit more here.